Hey YouTube, I'm Joanna and this is the Tech Flex. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about high-paying non-tech tech careers. And I know you're probably like, girl, what does that even mean? Well, basically that is a career in the tech industry that does not require coding. So there's a lot of misconceptions about being in tech, and the main one is that you have to know how to code to be in tech. And that is not true. There are so many non-technical roles in the tech industry that I feel like this is the most slept on part about the tech industry. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it.
But first, y'all know I have to show y'all my OOTD. I'm loving this shiny black blouse along with my favorite leather trousers. This is definitely something that I would and could wear to the office, and I'll put the information in the description. But anyway, y'all, back to the video.
So the first two roles that I'm going to talk about today are in tech sales. Large tech companies typically have products, software, or services that they want to sell, and obviously they need someone to do it. People in tech sales usually work on business-to-business transactions. It's not like you're selling to the average consumer where you're talking to everyday people, knocking on doors, trying to sell things no one's interested in. You're actually working for companies to see if your products are a good fit for them. So the first role is a sales development representative. The sales development rep is usually responsible for generating leads and making sure that the client or business is a good fit for their products. And then usually after that, they pass those clients on to what is usually called an account executive. Sales development reps are good for two reasons. For one, it's usually the easiest way to get into a cool tech company regardless of your background. I've seen people become SDs from all types of different majors or backgrounds, even people without degrees. Number two is that it can serve as a stepping stone so that you can get into other fields. So I see a lot of people start off in sales at like really cool companies in hopes that eventually they'll transfer over and go into like marketing or recruiting or something like that. The third reason is that if you just want to stick to sales, it's definitely a great career path with a lot of opportunities for growth. You can easily make a six-figure salary. The second role in tech sales that I'm going to talk about is the account executive. Like I kind of said before, the account executive is usually the step after a sales development representative. But honestly, that just depends on the company. Some companies might not have sales development representatives, and account executive might just be the entry-level position. So the account executive is the one on the team that closes the deal, and they're also the main point of contact for the client. The account executives do a little bit more of the heavy lifting when it comes to their clients, which is why they tend to make a little bit more money than the sales development reps. And like I said, in most cases, the account executive is a promotion above the sales development rep. So overall, I think that sales development representatives and account executives are great ways to make your way into the tech industry. The next role is the role of a technical recruiter. This is another role that I really love, and technical recruiters are basically responsible for hiring candidates for technology-based roles. Since tech companies hire a lot of technical talent, especially software engineers, you'll see a lot of roles available for technical recruiters. Technical recruiters are usually responsible for one, sourcing, which is basically finding candidates through platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, GitHub, and many more. Number two is screening, which is basically reviewing resumes and talking to candidates to make sure that they are a good fit to interview. Number three is scheduling interviews for candidates and kind of serving as like their liaison throughout the process. Number four is extending offers. So this is kind of like the most important step because it's really important for technical recruiters to secure the candidate once an offer is extended, and also kind of negotiating with the candidate to meet both their needs and the company needs. And lastly, but kind of unfortunately, they're also responsible for declining candidates and giving out feedback and things like that. So the next role that I'm going to talk about is technical product manager. A technical product manager is someone who is responsible for the overall success of a product. They work very cross-functionally with teams that build, sell, market, and support the product. And since they work very closely with the engineering teams, they're also usually someone who is pretty adept at understanding technical concepts. If you are a business-minded person and you also have a strong passion for technology, and you're usually someone who's interested in like the text and specs of things, but you don't necessarily want to code at work, this actually might be a good fit for you. The next role is a project manager. Compared to the technical product manager, which was the last role we discussed, or TPM for short, the TPM is kind of like the CEO of product. The TPM is kind of more responsible for like the strategy behind the product and each project within that product, and kind of talking to stakeholders to make sure that all those projects make sense. The project manager is then responsible for executing those projects and making sure that everything gets done seamlessly. The project manager is more focused on the how instead of the why. Project managers are very tactical and they're more so concerned about how the project gets executed. They're responsible in controlling, monitoring, planning, and pretty much the whole life cycle of each project. The project managers are accountable for the project timeline, the project scope, the resources and teams that are going to be used in the project budget, and also the success or failure of that project. If you are someone who is very good at planning and organizing, as well as delegating tasks, this actually might be a good role for you as well. Okay guys, so that sums up today's video, and I spoke a lot about different roles, but there are so many more. If you want to see a part 2 of this, let me know in the comments. Like I said earlier in the video, a few of these roles are definitely obtainable without a degree, so if this is something that you're interested in, definitely make sure that you research the role first and see what your possibilities are to breaking into that career path. But other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching my video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.